Hello everybody, it's Dana Sullivan, your Stampin' Chick here with a fabulous tips and tricks video today. I don't normally do videos outside of my Make It Monday, but I created this project for today's Case It Wednesday blog post, and it occurred to me that coloring with Stampin Blends, and specifically coloring that absolutely gorgeous Magnolia, may be something that you're not really sure how to go about doing it in a way that makes it look just absolutely fabulous. So I thought I would do a quick little video with you to show you how I did my Magnolia, and I hope that it inspires you to try it out, and you'll see how easy it really is. It's just a lot of fun. Now, to start with, this is the Case It project from page 36-37 in the annual catalog, and you'll see the project is right there. So there's our little card. Now I have one last thing to do with this card, so I'm just going to do that with you right now, and then I will show you how we did the rest of the Magnolia. Okay, so all I'm doing is just putting a little bit of the light Daffodil Delight Stampin' Blend marker right there in the center to give it just that little touch of yellow. You could use the dark if you wanted to, but I think the light is fine. So let's get started, alright? First things first, I stamped the image ahead of time in the early espresso ink because I wanted to give it just a minute to dry. Now that's really important when you're going to be coloring in the full image like this because you don't want the ink to smear. Now when you're doing just the little accent layers, it's really not that big of a deal, but definitely when you're coloring the whole thing in, it's kind of big because you don't want it to smudge or smear, you want it to be beautiful. So what you're going to need, first of all, always Stampin' Up paper is the absolute best for stamping and coloring, and I cannot stress that enough. If you're trying this technique with Walmart white paper, you are not going to get the same effect that you get from our Stampin' Up fabulous Whisper White cardstock, or very vanilla even cardstock. So you definitely want to start out with a fabulous canvas. In this case we're doing Whisper White cardstock. Now you can use the thick cardstock or the regular, doesn't matter, but I'm using the regular in this case because I don't need the thick, and you'll see here it's just absolutely beautiful on there. Okay, and then of course I'm using that absolutely stunning Good Morning Magnolia set. Believe it or not, I actually just got it a week ago and I haven't been able to use it before, and I'm so excited. But anyway, you'll probably see more projects and samples from me very soon from Magnolia Suite, so be prepared for that. Okay, the next thing that you're going to need, of course, your Stampin' Blends. I'm using the light Daffodil Delight, the dark Petal Pink, and then the Mossy Meadow combo, the light and the dark. Okay, so that's all you need. And then just because occasionally the blends can bleed through the back of the paper, even our Stampin' Up's Whisper White, I'm going to grab my heavily covered stamped and inked up grid paper, and so I'll have that down there, and then we'll go ahead and get started. Now what I like to do, and everyone is different I think, but I'm using the brush tips, and I'm gonna start with the darker color, and I'm just going to kind of color along the veins. Now you'll notice that I'm not being super careful here. I'm also coloring a bit along the edge of the Magnolia, and I think that'll be good. And then I'm going to go over it with the light. Okay, and at this point I'm going to be careful about my edges, and then I'm just kind of working it back in swirling it a little bit over the top of the edges of the dark. That helps blend it so that you don't have those harsh lines. Okay, so there we go. And if you find that you've got some lines somewhere, you can go back over it again. It's really forgiving in that way. Alright, let me turn this around here a bit. There we go. Swirling, swirling. Getting to the edges. I see a spot. There we go. And just like that. Now I'm going to do that all the way around. So we'll just give it a little shadow. And shadow in next to the magnolia. And then back over it again with the light. And just working in that color. Alright, that really is all there is to it. Okay, super, super simple. Alright, now that I've shown you how to do the leaves, let me go ahead and get to the magnolia because this doesn't need to be a long video. I'm going to use that dark petal pink and I'm just going to start at the base of each of the petals. Now, if you look on the sample, you'll see here it's really just to give it some highlight and color. So we're just going to do little bits towards the base. And then kind of come up the edges a little. And then I'm going to just give little touches of it on those seams. There we go. And little touches of it there. Use the lines that Stampin' Up! Has given you on the image itself to help you out with your coloring. And then just go with it. There's no right or wrong here. You're just adding little pops of color where you see it. And before you know it, you have this gorgeous colored magnolia that is absolutely stunning. Get some more in here. There we go. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I am in love with this magnolia. It is so pretty. And kind of fade it out. There we go. Alright. And I keep turning my paper because I want the base towards me so that I'm working my way out. For me, it helps. You don't have to if you don't want to. If it doesn't work as well for you, you do it however it is comfortable for you. There we go. Notice that I'm also not sticking around any one spot for too very long. I'm not pressing very hard and I'm not trying to get too much saturation in any one spot. So just kind of lightly cruising over the areas that I want the color to go. Nice and easy. Now here I want to do just little bits more. There we go. There. And we're almost done. Okay. Alright, friends, there you have it. Let me get just a little bit softer right here. There we go. Alright. What do you think about that, huh? Good stuff, isn't it? Alright, and then let me go ahead and use the darker Daffodil Delight on the center on this one just so you can see the difference. You know, I think maybe I actually like the darker instead of the lighter for that one. So the wonderful thing about the Stampin' Blends is that I can color over it just like that. Yeah, I definitely like the darker Daffodil Delight better. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Go with the darker Daffodil Delight. Alright, folks, there you have it. You can see how easy it is to do. I mean, that took absolutely no time. Just follow the lines, imagine where your shadow would be, and just go with it. No right or wrong, remember, it's all you, whatever you want. There we go. Now, one thing I would say is to make sure that you're doing sections at a time. Notice that I'm only doing one leaf at a time because it helps your blends to be able to blend better when they're still fresh, as opposed to when they've had the ability to dry. So just kind of keep that in mind as you're going around. You don't necessarily want to do all of the dark green at once and then come back with the light. You want to do each leaf at a time, so that way you've got a good blend of the color. Alright, there we go. Okay, friends, there you have it. I hope that you have enjoyed this quick little tutorial. I will finish this Magnolia and I'm going to use it on another card project, so you'll probably see that soon. But this one you will see today on my blog, stampinchicktn.blogspot.com. We have some fabulous we have some fabulous promotions going on right now. For the month of July, for every $50 that you purchase, you can get a $5 gift code to use next month. So if you order the Good Morning Magnolia bundle, you'll have that already and you'll be able to use it in August. And then if you want the ultimate bundle or starter kit, you can get not only $125 worth of products for $99, but for the months of July and August, you can also get an additional $30 worth of product. And then the following month, you get an additional $10 worth of product again. It's a fabulous deal, all for $99 plus tax, but your shipping is free, which is wonderful. And if you'd like to know more about that, you can contact me, or you can visit my website, danasullivan.stampinup.net, and you can find out more there. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye for now.